Hi folks, I'm going to give you the words for O Holy Night, and then we'll do a separate video for the tempo for O Holy Night. Oh, be sure your tunnel is nice and round in here and just circle it a bit. Holy is H, and it's going to be brought across your palm from the palm to the fingers twice for O Holy. Night, you've got your supporting hand as the horizon, and the dominant hand bobs across below the horizon. Night. Okay. Stars, index fingers brush up and down kind of in an arc across stars, depending on how much time you've got, how many times you would do it. Brightly is spread fingers moving outward, brightly, brightly. Shining, feel finger down on top of your supporting hand and up and shimmer, shining, shining. It is, capital, the I goes straight out, is night. You already have of our sweet. We will use sweet instead of dear. Savior is the word save, two S's crossed, save, and then the person marker. Saviors. And birth, we will use born. Your supporting hand comes in toward your tummy. Your dominant hand, fingers down, goes under and up. Born. Okay, long lay the world, we're going to use past, and then world is W's, circle toward each other, palm to palm. World, in, this supporting hand is C-shape, closed fingers in a closed O, in. Okay. Sin, index to the corner of the mouth, spirals down. Sin, and then sin, ever pining, is we're going to go into wrong. You can do the tap tap. Okay. We were talking in class, mistake more commonly is rolled. Wrong is tap tap. I tend to do kind of in between both, but that will be understood. Wrong. Then continue is thumb on thumbnail and dip, dip, dip outwards. That's continue. Okay. Thrill. Finger, the feeling fingers come here and circled outward. Okay. The thrill. Hope. Both hands. Very flat. Twice down. Okay. Hope. Weary is tired. Head down a little bit as your hands slide down your face. Tired. Okay. World, we already have. Rejoices. Make your R in the joy movement. Rejoices. Okay. For yonder breaks, we'll go because. Be sure and lift up. Because. Now. That is the Y's. Palm up. Straight down together. Now. Begins. Index between your supporting hand's fingers and twist. Okay, begins. New. Your supporting hand palm up, this hand palm up, your dominant hand palm up, and scoop. New. Okay, and we already have begins. New. Glorious. Glorious is the feeling finger from the palm up supporting hand. Glorious. Remember, shining is from the back. I always remember because shine, my rings shine, shine, glorious. Okay? And morning, gently lift, lift, gently lift, lift. Supporting hand at the elbow, dominant hand, lift, lift. Morning. Okay, the next phrase is fall on your knees. So we want to use the fingers that are usually used for standing or whatever, bent. That shows the knees, so put it here. Fall on your knees, okay? Fall on your knees. Here. Angels, pat your shoulders and brush down. Angels. Voices, V from the bottom of the throat up. Voices, okay? O you have, night you have. Divine, D. Okay, be sure that you have that nice open tunnel. Remember the index finger, as I am looking at my hand, it looks like a D that is written. Okay, and you're going to go twice from palm to finger, finger. O night divine. Christ is the banner from left shoulder to right hip in the C shape. Okay, remember we do this with Lord, Emmanuel, many royal things, okay, but this is the C. Christ was, and we already have born. O night divine. So that is your first verse. Now, depending on who's singing this, how many verses we have. So I'm going to go to the most common second verse, led by the light of faith, okay? So led is grab your supporting hand fingers with your right hand and pull it forward. That's led. Led. Light, just like bright, of faith, 2 F's, tap, tap, okay, dominant left, supportive hand left, dominant facing, I'm sorry, I'm saying it backwards. The dominant hand is facing right, palm right. I still didn't do that correct. Let me try one more time. Sorry, guys. Your supporting hand is palm right. Your dominant hand is palm left. Tap, tap. Faith and peacefully shining instead of serenely beaming, okay? So peacefully is dominant hand on top, cup the 2 hands together, switch, cup, and then slide down, okay? Peacefully. And shining is the feeling finger on top. And sometimes you'll see it beaming like this. You're sprinkling sunshine. Okay, shining, beaming, shining, because these are the sun beams. Okay, so let's use that here, beaming. All right. With is your A hands. Okay, nice and loose here, together and circled. With, excited, hearts. By is near. His, we will do here. Manger. Let's go back. On his, let's do baby. Okay, so with, excited, hearts, near, his, okay, the babies, manger, we, stand. You already have led by, okay, led by the light of a star and brightly shining. We already have, so you have a lot of that vocabulary. Came, it's like beckoning, okay? Wise men, this is the modified or the X, and it's going to come down from the side down your nose. The wise gentleman, the wise men, gentleman, from, supporting hand, index finger, palm out, X next to the index and pulled from, okay? And Orient is the far east, so you're going to go far and then turn it over into an E, east. Land. 2 L's, touch here and circle out. Land. Royal king, king of kings, we go king over. Kings. Lay, the 2 fingers lying down into your supportive hand. Lay in, we've done. Pour, grab your elbow and pull out. Grab your supporting hand elbow and pull out. That's pour. Pour. And you already have manger. In all, remember that is dominant hand, palm out is doing the moving. The supportive palm in stays still. So you're going to go push out, around, curve, and land back in the palm. All. Okay? All right. King of Kings, lay in poor manger, then in all of our problems. Our, we know, shoulder to shoulder, cupped in. Our problems, 2 fingers curved, brushed, couple times together. Problems, born we have. Be, we know is like is, only it's the be hand. Be, our friend. Friend, hook, and turn and hook. Friend, okay. He, towards Jesus, knows. Our, we already have. Our need. X, hand, straight down. Our need. Our weakness. Weakness is the W, and just kind of wiggle loosely your fingers. Our weakness. He is pointing up to Jesus, understands. Understands. Behold is see. Behold your, that's all, everyone's palm out, your king. And before him is the word for presence, okay? So you're going to go supportive hand here, and then your dominant hand. So from the side, it's this way, but you're going toward heaven, presence, in our presence. Bow, we're going to use the different one. Remember, we used kneel in the first verse. Bow this time doesn't talk about the knees, and so we're going to use this bow. Bow both your head and your hand. Bow, lowly bow. And that next sentence is repeated, okay? Now, the third verse, truly, truly, he, Jesus, taught us. Taught us. 2 words, 1 sign. Taught us. Love, you know. One another will use people. The P, the indexes are pointing toward outward, and the third finger is down, and your thumb is on the joint down here. People, circled side by side, to love one another. His, palm up towards Jesus. Law, L's on the supporting hand, fingers, palm. His law is love. His gospel is the G. Supportive hand is cupped, palm up, and just dip out. Gospel. Gospel. Okay? Peace, we already have. Chains, you're going to use F hands. Switch several times, depending on how much time you've got. Chains, he will, and break, you do 1 chain link and apart. 1 chain link apart. Break. For the slave, you're going to do that and around. That indicates that it's continuing slavery. Okay? Slave is our brother. Touch here. Brother is same. Brother at the top of the head, together. Our brother. Okay? In his name, all oppression, all wrong shall cease, shall stop. Sweet, hymns is song of joy, and grateful is thank you. That's grateful and out. Thank you. Grateful. Chorus, song. Chorus, raise we. Chorus, song. And it can drift up. Okay. Let, that is palm to palm on your sides and your wrists flipped up. Let all in us, within us is the you, shoulder to shoulder. Praise is your touch your mouth and clap. Praise his holy name we know, Christ we know, is we know, Lord. Of course, it's L in the banner movement. Praise his name. Forever is always. Y pushed out. Forever. Always. Forever. Forever. His power, and we know glory, evermore and forever are the same. Proclaim, here and out. Here and out. Proclaim his power and glory forever or evermore. Proclaim. Okay, and that should be the words that you will need for 3 of the verses of O Holy Night. That should cover any of them that you really need. And then I'll do another video that keeps us in tempo. All right?